Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another discussion slash debate. I'm your host, Chris Anderson, and as always, I have my two favorite compadres here.
Hey
Alex.
guys, I'm Yul. I am, you know, here like always. I always will be here, every single time.
Yeah, I try to.
Well, except for that one time we discussed about, I think, what was it, franchises that need to die?
Okay.
I just wanted to point that out.
That was one time. We don't talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, today we are going to be doing a discussion about CyberPunk 2077 and CD Projekt Red, the developers behind it.
Woohoo.
Yeah, they've quite caused a firestorm in this past couple of months.
That's
Putting it mildly.
that's the understatement of the fucking century.
Ah,
The fucking millennium.
yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, frustration, anger, and a river of tears.
River of Tears, what the hell?
People are just crying a lot because the game is not what they promised.
Well,
Yeah.
And I want to say, I dodged a huge bullet.
how so?
Because I actually was super tempted to buy Cyberpunk 27 when it was going to be released. Because I love Cyberpunk. I love the theme of it. And it's also by CD Projekt Red, who did Witcher 3, which is a phenomenal game. And, you know, it's just, again, that's been hyped up for the last 8 years or so. And I was really hoping it would be the game that of the year, essentially the best game of 2020. But
We all did.
oh man, with the news, when the news was starting to flood in about the game's problems, I was like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until 2022.
Okay, look, I don't want to fucking be that guy, but the signs were all over the place, and I pretty much just avoided talking about it because I didn't want to ruin anyone's hype, and Alex knows that so well because you can ask her, and every single time she was hyped up, I was always a skeptical, and she gave me a ton of shit for it. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up then, and never address this again. Fortunately for
Yeah.
me, this came back to bite her in the face. So
It
I am
did
glad.
hard.
Uh,
I am glad. I am glad that I will be able to actually talk without any sort of restriction or worry about hurting the feelings of someone because I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Don't blame me. Blame CDPR.
yeah, oof. But there's a lot to dive into, so I guess we should start with the game itself. Alex, you said you put 90 hours into it. So tell us about your experience.
It's been, it's been a bit of a, up and down, to be honest. Like, the game has a lot going for it. Like, the story is really well written. The voice actors are doing a great job, and the animation, for the most part, is, really good. But the gameplay and, that's where it kind of falls apart a bit.
Not the bugs or glitches that makes it fall apart.
Yeah, like bugs, glitches, and the AI doesn't work, and there's just so much missing that you would expect to be in the game.
Whew. Now,
Again, I'm going to fucking say it, but look, this is just exactly what we were supposed to expect. Look, I get that CDVR and The Witcher 3 was a thing and such and such and such, but this game was supposedly in development since
2012.
2012 or something,
Yeah.
and they really even tell you how they're going to how am I supposed to say it? Like how they're going to work on it, and they keep gaming working on it, and then they essentially just go they pretend that the game doesn't exist for a while, and then it comes back swinging in 2016 or so.
well,
And
I've
you know,
heard Well, I've heard that actually the game was not in development for 8 years. Actually, it was more in development for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Exactly.
the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing, my guy. Like the thing with the thing with CDPR is that they tried to convey this idea that the game was in development for far longer than it actually was. That's the problem with all of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because up until 2016, I don't think we saw any like actual gameplay footage. I think it
No.
was all like conceptual stuff.
Yeah, they're only focused on what was that? Witcher 3 for a while. It's not until after Witcher 3 was done, like the DLC and everything was done, they actually started talking more about Cyberpunk 2077. So I guess that is a clear indicator that the game was not in development for 8 years.
Right. Not only that, but the game was also like. I'm not gonna say that, you know, expectations shouldn't be as high as they were, but I started seeing a lot of No Man's Sky with the amount of promises that they were making.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
they were promising a lot of like things that, you know, probably wouldn't come true.
Yeah, I remember the advertising clear. They promised there was going to be like some sort of like PvP thing, pirate PvP thing. You can build your own bases, different ships, vehicles. I remember a lot of that being advertised, and it is in the game now. Given
Yeah.
after a couple of years,
Yeah.
but so like with continue.
Yeah, but that still didn't show up in release, and you know.
Yeah, it's not. There's no excuse right there. There is no excuse if they can't deliver it.
Anyways,
Yeah,
anyways,
get back onto.
what I want to get at is like they like the moment I started seeing like, you know, the game is going to have multiple NPCs that have their own day and night routines. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think they even said multiple NPCs. I think they said like the entire city, like the entire crowd that you saw, like all the people in there would have their own like daily routine and stuff. And of course, that's bullshit.
Like even like at that point I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, so again, I showed like you know, proper, you know, skepticism about the game, and like I said before, Alex gave me tons of shit for it. Like, he basically just told me that I was being a cunt. I was basically not having faith in CDPR, and that, you know, I wanted to kill her hype for the game, and then
Ooh, Alex.
and then the game came out, and it killed her hype for the game. So, you know,
And I was like, dude, fuck, you were right.
It's one of those. Hey, okay, yo, do you take any satisfaction that you were right?
I get this question a lot. Like, you know, when people ask me, you know, do you enjoy being right? Why do you have to say this shit? Well, the enjoyment of being right is very ephemeral, because it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really help me, like, because while I'm right and I enjoy being right, that doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it, because, you know, I was right about a company being scummy. And, you know, since I am a pretty pro-consumer guy, you know, that satisfaction of being right, you know, is usually followed up by a lot of concern.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, though. People really trusted CD Projekt Red. Like, they had a really great communication with their audience. They made so many promises. You know, they were going to say, you know, like, oh, the PS4 version has a free upgrade to the PS5. Yeah. Like, they seemed to be very consumer friendly, and that's why people trust them. And that, to me, is why it hurts more when we found out they lied to us.
Yeah, because now we realize that they weren't honest with us. They were not what they seemed to be, you know, doing. And that hurts a lot.
Is that my fucking problem? Of course it's fucking not. And honestly, I could have just let bygones be bygones at this point and just forget about the subject entirely. But my main problem, my main concern is, getting the clients to be satisfied with what they got. And, you know, again, I enjoy being right. I knew that I was right. I'm glad that I was right, but at the same time, I just don't think that's going to justify millions of people be getting screwed over.
Of course it.
Yeah, they got so bad to the point where PlayStation and Xbox had to bend the knee and give refunds back because it was getting so horrendously bad.
We talk about that because I want to talk about that. How the fuck do you get Sony, the people who published the fucking Legend of the Black Tiger? How the fuck do you get them so fucking angry that they delisted the fucking game from the fucking PlayStation Store?
They delisted a AAA game. Like, I've seen it happen with some really bad, like, indie games, but a AAA title like this, that's never happened before.
No, especially one that's super popular. That sold over 8 million copies. And right now sold about, 13 million copies?
Yeah.
That's just crazy. So the thing, they have like an avalanche of complaints of angry customers saying they bought a $60 game that doesn't work. Now, we've all bought games that were really buggy and bad. We've done this. But the thing is, though, say Ubisoft, for example, they have released games, open world games like Assassin's Creed Unity, that was so buggy and broken. There's many problems like frame rate issues, characters falling out of the world. Yet, there was never an uproar for refunds. Maybe
this game was hyped a lot more, and I think it also sold a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 million copies pre-ordered, actually.
It also doesn't help that Sony's policy rules is fucking stupid. You download the game, you're no longer eligible for a refund. Then how the fuck do I know the game's good until I play it?
Yeah. No matter how you look at it, the CyberPunk 2077 launch was like one of the biggest marketing campaigns ever. It was insane.
Yeah, and a huge disaster. I would even say even more so than Anthem and Marvel's Avengers.
A way bigger disaster.
Yeah.
In my case, I tend to compare Anthem with Cyberpunk 2077 because the development of both games is so eerily similar, and I saw the signs all over the place.
Yeah.
Like you will be forgiven for. You will be forgiven for thinking that, they're essentially the same game, just not the exact same result. Because, again, Cyberpunk 2077 is far more successful than Anthem will ever be.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. The game, because here's the thing. The game sold well. That's pretty much all this amounts to. The game sold pretty well. So, the game sold better. So will that be, enough to compare the game to Anthem? I would argue that yes it is.
It is very comparable.
That's pretty much left to the interpretation.
The only thing that's be different is if people stick around for Cyberpunk 27. So while Anthem, that game's been abandoned. For as I'm aware, it's been abandoned.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, so with Cyberpunk, there is a chance that people could stick around like No Man's Sky. People stuck around and it got better. So that might be the key difference, is that Cyberpunk has a chance to get some footing again, while Anthem does not. That game is dead in the water.
Yeah, and like I said, as someone who has played both games, I would say Cyberpunk 27 is way better as the game, and that's why I think it actually has a chance.
Yeah. Well, also, plus Cyberpunk 27 has a lot more content to work with, while Anthem does not.
Anthem just dies the moment it enters Endgame.
Yeah.
Again, I am not here to, give anyone shit for liking the game or for falling for the hype, That's beneath me. But I must say that, expectations really, really hurt the entire process.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to, see people fall for the hype, because at the end of the day, this is marketing. This is the way it works,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why I decided, not to give anyone shit for hey, you liked Anthem, you liked Cyberpunk 2077, you're a fucking idiot. You should have seen this coming. No, because this is shit that comes from my line of work, and that shit is hard to identify. But that's again why I'm qualified to do this job. Not just I don't just flounder the title just because of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I saw the signs and shit, but I didn't expect anyone else to see it. And of course, I expected to get fair backlash because not a lot of people like to be told that the game that they are so eagerly waiting for is going to be trash or something like that.
Well,
Because,
okay.
again, people.
We could safely say the PS4 version and the Xbox One X version are trash. They're unplayable. Well,
Yes, they are. Yes, they
but
are.
the PC version is a different story.
What I mean to say, Chris,
Okay.
is that when I was talking about how the signs were there, and I told you this with the example that I gave you with Alex, I was going to get backlash, because they didn't know anything about the PS4 version before launch, and I was talking,
Nobody knew anything.
and I was talking about my skepticism when leading up to the launch of the game, because again I was expecting all of this to happen, especially when their marketing was advertising shit like, daily routine, like NPCs with daily routines and shit. That's when I knew that there was something going on in there, because they were setting far too on real expectations. There also was this one video where one of the developers said that people played a lot of The Witcher 3 but didn't actually get to complete it, and that's why the story was made shorter. And I was like, nah, dude, you had to cut content. That's pretty much what you're telling me right now.
Yeah, I was also feeling a bit skeptical when I saw that video, because obviously they cut content because of the rush schedule, and not because fans didn't want more content. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Exactly. So again, like, people don't like being told or warned that their game is going to be crap. So when you see a skepticism rise up before release, it's inevitable that you're going to get backlash, even if that skepticism is justified. I said it that it happened in a smaller scale with Alex, but it has happened a lot in this fucking industry that I am so goddamn pissed off that it's still a fucking habit, because this is essentially what hype culture is. People are so goddamn hype about something that they become so fucking visceral the moment you dare defy the game company that made the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that is not okay. That is not okay at all. The same thing happened when Jason Schreier was going to report the news about a delay for No Man's Sky. He got fucking death threats. He got fucking eviscerated just for announcing a delay.
Yeah.
Something
People.
that he has no business doing.
Yeah, we could say that people need to chill when it comes to these type of things. Like, sure, it sucks that the game gets delayed, but honestly, sometimes that's for the best, because maybe there's some problems with it. Cyberpunk 2077 should have been delayed. Yes, people were not happy with the game delayed.
Okay. Chris, I want to talk about the delays like later down the line.
Okay then.
For now, just focus on how people need to chill instead. Like,
Yeah. Even now, I see the debate online is extremely heated. Like, I see some people trashing the game completely and saying, it's not worth playing, it's complete trash, and there's no redeeming factors. And some people are just ignoring all the flaws together and just saying, no, this game is great. you're just hating on it because you didn't get what you wanted or something. I don't know, but there's so few people who just meet in the middle and just say, I love this game, but I agree there's a lot that's not finished about it because it got rushed. Like,
Again,
how is it so hard to just agree that the game has merits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this should have been a conclusion that was reached in day one, but
Yeah.
well, that's hard to say nowadays, isn't it?
It's like you either defend CD Projekt Red entirely, or you absolutely hate everything they do, and you hate the game and everything. So
it's extremes in this fucking industry. It's always extremes in the fucking community.
Yeah.
It's always extremes.
there's no balance.
Like, you're always supposed to expect either the best or the worst thing in the goddamn game industry and in the goddamn gaming community. That's not fucking fair.
No.
I'd rather have middling things, middling debates, and middling everything, rather than just have, oh my god, this is a piece of shit, or oh my god, this is the best game ever. Like, aren't video games supposed to be fun? Like,
Yeah.
aren't video games supposed to be like a subject of, not a subject of discussion, but something that you can escape and have fun and do other and worry about the real world later? Why the fuck do we have to? Why the fuck do we have to heighten so much that it becomes a fucking sin to even show the slightest bit of criticism about it? Why the fuck do we have to? Why the fuck do we have to like? Why the fuck do we have to become so overzealous over a thing, Alex?
Yeah, you said it. You said it. It became a fucking religion for a while, and I was caught up in it. I agree. Like, I admit that freely. I was caught up in the hype, and it became like a religion. Like, you basically defend it because you feel like this is the best thing ever, and it's gonna change everything, and it's so easy to get caught up in that.
I know that, but again, when you play so high of a stake on a fucking game, it ends up being pretty harsh when you get disappointed by it, or when it doesn't turn out to your expectation. And the thing is, they fucking sent death threats. They fucking attacked other people over this game, over fucking CyberPunk 2077. Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, these people. Yeah, like I can understand what's like being disappointed by a game. I can understand that entirely. Matter of fact, being actually angered by games because your game, when you buy a $60 game, you expect it to work. And so when you've been following something for so long, that when you start seeing all these great things, oh look at the graphics, the shadowing, the textures, the rendering, this and that. It's like Alex said, it's very easy to fall into that hype and surround yourself around that. So when you buy it, but give me a moment. Bob, give me a moment. I'm gonna say possibly these people who are super defending this game, or super defending the game, or who defending it are either in extreme denials because they don't deny the game's bad, and then you have the people who are so heartbroken about it that they feel like they maybe wasted so much of their time on this supposedly garbage game that they have to go and attack the people who made it.
Chris, how many times do I have to go through this fucking shit? This happened with Pokemon. This happened with Cyberpunk. This happened with Anthem. This happened with fucking No Man's Sky. This happened with Destiny. This happened. How many more fucking times do we have to go through the same fucking shit until people realize that it's not worth being this fucking stupid over a goddamn video game? It's a fucking video game.
You are blown. Yeah,
it's a fucking cycle.
It is. It's a cycle, and I wish people would stop.
Time and time again.
I'm so fucking tired of seeing gaming communities trying to overzealously defend or tear apart a fucking video game when in reality nobody even gives a shit about this. Or nobody should give a shit about this.
You're right.
Right. Here's the thing, right? if you criticize the game, if you criticize something, you're a fucking idiot that doesn't enjoy anything. That's that. I say that I don't enjoy Final Fantasy, and I think that it's a bad series of games because it fucking is, and I have my fucking reasons. But you know, the moment you give your reasoning as to why you think that something is bad, you're suddenly someone who doesn't enjoy video games, someone who doesn't want to, someone who is going to be paired with the crowd that writes clickbait and rage bait that people still fall for. By the way, they don't want to like I that's an entire fucking different can of worms. But that's the point. Like people still fall for that shit, and you know. And you know that you bring that reasoning and you're not enjoying the games. You don't enjoy video games. When I clearly have stated how much I fucking love video games. I love The War Ends With You. I love Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I love Alan Wake. I love Smash Brothers. I love Dark. I love Dawn of the Breakers. I love Dead Rising, Dead Space. Dead Space, Doom Eternal, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Dragon Ball Fighters, Dust and Elysian Tale, Epic Battle Fantasy. I also love games like Hitman, Tomb Raider, A Hat in Time, the Master Chief Collection, the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. You know, I enjoy a lot of fucking games, a lot of games that you probably never even fucking heard of in your entire fucking life, and you're going to tell me that I don't fucking enjoy video games? Are you fucking serious for a fucking opinion on one video game?
Okay, yo. Well, I believe you got your point very much across.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. People need to stop taking this shit so seriously. Like, it's just a video game in the game. Yeah, it sucked that it's not as good as we were hoping for. You have your own reasons for like it, and hey, if other people like it,
it sucks that people just downright tie their entire identity to one video game. One video game.
Yeah.
That's my problem. That's my entire fucking crux of the fucking argument here. They tie their entire identity, their entire life to one fucking video game. And that's my problem. Why the fuck do you have to do that for one video game? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
The game companies don't give a shit about you. We pretty much got this example driven into our fucking heads with Cyberpunk.
Well, speaking of game companies not giving a crap, I don't know if that's entirely okay. We can say that's true for EA because they have pulled scummy things off many times before and not caring. FIFA games, for example. But with CD Projekt Red, I do believe they did care. It's just maybe too much ego got to them.
Oh, that's a fact. Like they believe they can like just make the game fast and simple because they had done Witcher 3 and that was awesome. And
CDPR magic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with CPR, what puts them above others is that they actually went out of their way to apologize and the leadership took responsibility for the game's failure.
I wanna stop you there for a second because that apology video that Marcin Rybinski released, he completely failed. Yeah, he completely failed to even admit that they had probably rushed the game or that the game had bugs. Like he just said, "Oh, we didn't see any of these bugs when we were testing it." That's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Jim Sterling said it in his video, but when you ask someone if they enjoy the position on CDPR, or any game company, you have to ask them, do they work on QA? Because QA is fucking hell in many game companies, especially because they get to test the game, they report the bugs, and they mostly get ignored by game companies. But even then, they work a fucking terrible wage job, and they work and they work tirelessly for countless hours only for their work to be ignored. And then later, when the game turns out to be shit, because the company ignored every single one of the complaints. QA gets thrown under the bus anyway because QA didn't notice these issues when they actually did, you motherfucking imbecile!
He's lying through his teeth in that video, and you can see it. Like, it's so obvious. And what hurts is that he probably doesn't mean anything. The only reason he made that video was because the studio got sued. He got 2 lawsuits after them, and the Polish government comes after them and says, if you don't fix the game, we take 10% of your revenue. Like, that's why they made that video, is to say, okay, we're gonna fix this. It doesn't mean they're doing it for the fans or anything. It just means they're doing it to save face. But I get the distinct vibe that neither Marcin Lewinsky or Adam Badowski really cares about the game, or, wants to do anything but pretend it's the masterpiece.
And again, like it was saying before, the thing is that, like I said before, they end up blaming QA for their failings. Like, it's always QA. It's always QA's fault. That's what bothers me the most, because I'm pretty sure QA did their damnedest to tell CDPR that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the games were absolute fucking rubbish, and CDPR just kept going forward with their fucking release dates.
I'm betting my ass that they got told by the QA team that they should either delay or just outright cancel the last gen versions, but CDPR wanted that sweet double dipping amount in money, from getting both console generations. So they just didn't give a shit. And now they can just say, oh, we didn't see anything.
Okay, yeah, that part of them not seeing the problems with the PS4 version, the Xbox One X, yeah, that's complete horseshit. That part I didn't believe. But with everything else, when it comes to the PC version, I do think maybe they just got too over-egoed about that. They actually wanted to deliver a genuinely good game. Good game. It's just the higher ups were just like, nah. Let me put this straight. If anyone has any problems with the game, take it straight to the higher ups. Don't mess with the actual, developers, the actual programmers, people who work on the modeling and all.
The developers?
Yeah.
The developers deserve a fucking medal for not only making a really good game, but also making it under the conditions they were in, because they were crunching hard and working serious overtime, and the game being as good as it is a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
Excuse the fuck me, Alex, but in my opinion, Cyberpunk 2077 is not a good game. Like, okay, fine, gonna put the hands in the air. This is my opinion,
Yeah.
Fucking.
But what I'm trying to say is,
let me get to my point. But everything I've seen before in Cyberpunk 2077, maybe the story is better than I was led to believe. But
have you seen any of the story?
No, I'm judging purely from the gameplay standpoint.
Okay.
The gameplay aspect.
Yeah,
so again,
the story is amazing.
I have no stake on the story. I'm going to say that. I know that there are 3 life paths that aren't really that different, but again, I'm not going to talk about the game itself. I'm not going to talk about the story itself. I'm going to talk about the gameplay perspective.
Yeah.
I've seen upgrade systems before. I've seen vehicle boarding before. I've seen the RPG mechanics before, and I've seen them done better in Grand Theft Auto and fucking Red Dead Redemption. Simple as that. I've seen that before, and it's been done better by other developers and other open world games.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing on that.
Even the upgrade system, it's much better performing the Batman Arkham series. So,
oh wow,
there's that. So yeah,
I'm not disagreeing.
So definitely not groundbreaking, and definitely not good.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I have 90 hours in the game, and I have started saves on all 3 life paths, and noticed that there are distinct differences between the life paths and how they affect, basically how other characters talk to you and how you experience the story. Because one thing I noticed was that Jackie Wells is a major character in the game, and the only life path where you actually develop any close relationship with him is the corporal life path. In any other life path, he's just, someone you meet and then he dies. So unless you pick that one life path, you don't have the same impact when he dies in the game.
Again, I'm not going to argue about whether or not they're the same thing or not. Again, that's up to Alex to decide. That's up to the people who play the game to decide. That's not my prerogative. But like I said before, it's supposed to be. In my opinion, the game is still not that groundbreaking.
I don't think anyone was expecting the game to do anything huge and innovative. I think what everyone was just expecting.
I'm pretty sure everyone was expecting.
Well, from my perspective. Okay. Well, from my perspective and the people that I know, and they were following the game, they weren't expecting the game to be anything groundbreaking. They were looking for a refined experience, an open world game that's cyberpunk themed with a good narrative and plenty to do. From the people I know, that's what they were looking for. I don't know what you guys were looking for in it. So, but I don't know if that was their goal to actually make this groundbreaking game. Has there been any groundbreaking games lately?
No, not really.
Oh, I was going to use an example, but I was like, oh shit, I can't think of one.
The Wildlands with You is one.
Anyway, what I was trying to say.
The Wildlands with You is one. Fuck you.
Wait, what is it?
The Wildlands with You. Come on.
The world ends with you?
Yeah, that pretty much revolutionized action RPGs, and it's pretty good on the Switch.
Well, I don't play much JRPGs or much of that sort, so I won't really know too much. Oh my god,
you was playing a Switch game?
Excuse me, just because I don't like the Switch doesn't mean that I don't know any good games for it. Come on.
Ooh.
I'm just teasing. Anyway, my point is that CD Projekt Red is really lucky that the game actually has a huge fan base.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And they're really lucky that, the game actually got received as well as it did, because this could have been another Anthem. This could have been a game that just came and went and nobody gave a shit. And in that case, they would be fucking dead now.
Oh, yeah, they definitely would be dead, but they made so much money off that game that they could probably not bother make another game probably for a couple years and be fine.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, as much as I screamed right now, as much as I fucking unleashed more of my angry self than usual, especially with everything that's been going on as of late, I must say that I think that the development team of CDPR really, really needs to start getting jobs elsewhere, because holy shit, that company does not deserve the developer.
They don't deserve their developers at all. I agree.
Oh yeah, definitely. I kind of like seeing the same way of Naughty Dog, that the people in there, despite what you have to say about Last of Us Part 2, you can tell the development team worked their asses off to make that game. Yes. And it's the same thing.
And I will keep saying, then I will keep championing Naughty Dog as much as I hate The Last of Us 2, because everybody here knows I hate The Last of Us 2, but as much as I hate that game, you will always, always, always hear me praising the gameplay and the accessibility options that the game has, because the accessibility options are fucking amazing, okay? The best of the entire fucking industry. And that game revolutionizes in accessibility more than so many other games that claim to be accessible, especially fighting games. So kudos to fucking Naughty Dog for making such great accessibility options. I hope that more developers learn from this, but this is the game industry. Nobody learns anything. We're going to make the same fucking mistakes and we're going to be worse. So what's the fucking point of making this fucking credit system, right?
Man, what a mess this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to my world. I've been doing this for 5 fucking years.
Dude, I've been doing this episode for a while now, and there's some games that I bought, and I was planning to review, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get some serious shit about this when I release this review, because there's one in the game that it's gonna be Miles Morales, and I know if I was to release that and if it gets traction and stuff like that, I'm gonna get a lot of shit we'll have to say about it. And so here. Yeah, people need to chill, and poor developers. I feel really bad for them.
Yeah.
I am so done with this fucking industry. Like, holy shit! It's.
Hey, you could always just abandon the AAA. Just stick to indie games.
I don't care about the indie games. All they do is fucking roguelites.
No, they're not. Not all of them are roguelikes.
Yes, they are!
No,
Fuck off!
no, there are not. All of them are roguelikes.
Excuse me, even BPM, bullets per minute.
BPM is a fucking roguelike.
Exactly, so fuck off with that shit.
I don't even know what that is.
The game that won Best Indie Game of the Year is a fucking roguelite, which is Hades.
Well, Hades.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, Hades, I heard Hades has a great story, and I thought that was mostly well known for was the story.
No, it's because it's a roguelike.
Well, okay, yeah, so what, one roguelike got a game of whatever awards, but doesn't mean all of them are.
Chris.
What? You literally cannot tell me straight in the face or over the internet that all indie games are roguelite.
Most of them are.
Chris, how many indie roguelites did we get for review last year alone?
Well, let's see here.
Wanted to do, and that nobody in the entire workforce wanted to do because they were roguelites and forced me to do them anyways. Like, I can tell you that most of the indie games last year were fucking roguelites, and you cannot.
Here's the thing. I was not given any of those. I was given only horror games to review.
Well, there you go.
Because that's what you like, asshole.
And I have to say, these indie horror games I've been playing are not roguelike at all.
Well, no shit.
I am the person who enjoys horror games, and I cannot get to play them because this asshole enjoys them more, and he doesn't want to do anything else but horror games.
Well, I do other games. I did Irish Fall. That wasn't a horror game. It's more of a dark puzzle thriller. Well, anyways, we're getting off topic.
Go with that shit.
We're getting off topic. We hop back to Cyberpunk here and that mess. Oh.
So again, I'm not going to ditch AAA and go for indie because holy shit, I'm tired of roguelites. I just don't want roguelites anymore in my life.
Me too, bro. Totally.
But the thing is, I don't care about CDPR anymore. I thought that maybe I was going to be wrong. Maybe the signs were just there just because they were development shenanigans. That's also another reason why I kept quiet about this. Besides,
I had a feeling you would be right, but I was hoping you wouldn't be. And yeah, it's heartbreaking that you are. It is.
But what about the PC version? Wouldn't you say that was closer to what their promise was?
It doesn't redeem shit. I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's the better version. I don't care if
it doesn't.
I don't care if Cyberpunk 2077 is the best goddamn PC exclusive right now. No, that doesn't redeem shit. Okay,
it doesn't matter.
That doesn't make Cyberpunk 2077 better. No patch, nothing is going to make this thing better. Nothing is going to make any of the ripple effects of this better. And the game industry better fucking learn for once that this is not going to fly. Because I'm fucking sick. I'm getting sick and tired of gaming companies just fucking trying to swindle people from their money just to give them fucking shit. I'm tired of this.
It's not about the game. It's about what's been going on, and it has to stop. That's the thing.
It's the principle. It's the principle of the thing. That's what you're getting at.
Exactly. This
Well,
shit has been happening
with Cyberpunk 2077 blowing up this bad, mostly because of the controversy, hopefully this will make more people aware of not going to the hype so much. Don't pre-order games when you don't know much about it.
We need to stop pre-order.
The gaming community is not going to learn, okay? Like, I already went through so many of these fucking bullshit. The moment I saw that Pokemon Sword and Shield were huge successes, that's when I learned that the gaming community is never going to change. They're never going to change.
We all know it's not going to change, and it's going to be another story soon with another game being hyped and being trashed, and
yeah. So again, that shit is never going to change, Chris. No matter how hard you scream about.
Here's the thing. I do see a bit of a change going on. Like, after the events of Anthem happened, after that, there's a lot more, with the idea of live service games and so forth has been such tainted since then. And then when it was revealed that Marvel's Avengers was going to do the exact same thing, I noticed the hype for that went severely down. That much people were already talking about the game. The game's gameplay videos weren't getting much views, and expectations were just low. Hell, my expectations were pretty damn low.
Isn't that game trash, though?
And by the way, Cyberpunk 2077 fans, be grateful. Be fucking grateful that I went through all of this shit without mentioning the fucking multiplayer game. Whatever the fuck that is. Because
whenever that comes out.
Because I fucking swear that CDPR is going to make a much worse fucking multiplayer game, and you fucking know it.
I can't. Okay.
I don't care what you tell me in the comments. You fucking know. You fucking know that the game is going to be much worse, especially because it has microtransactions. So fuck you.
Oh.
I don't even care about multiplayer Cyberpunk at this point.
Wait, does CD Projekt Red have any experience when it comes to multiplayer?
Of course they don't.
Okay.
Their only experience is with fucking Went.
Oh.
Their only experience is with Went.
They have never made any like multiplayer game at the scale of Anthem or even,
Wow.
anything like Destiny and stuff like that. So yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, in that case, definitely do not hold any expectations for that. Do not.
I don't expect CDPR Magic to fix that problem.
This whole magic thing needs to go. BioWare tried it. They tried it. It's not going to work.
Their egos need to do something with their egos, because that's a huge problem here.
So I keep saying it. The Cyberpunk 2077 fans, that what I say is true. Okay, so fuck you, fuck your comment, and be grateful that I didn't even fucking mention this fucking multiplayer game. And I hope that it gets cancelled and CDPR goes under, because if that company goes under, maybe the gaming industry will fucking learn their lesson for once.
No, I don't want them to go under, because that's a lot of employees without work. I do want them.
What?
I do want them to redeem themselves. I do want them to pull back and say, "Hey, we are okay." Whether you believe that they're sorry or not, I don't want this team to go under, because clearly they are very talented people in there. And it's just very poor leadership that led to this.
That talent can go to another company and make equally great games there.
But what company can we trust these days? To be honest, who can we really trust? EA, we all know.
Can we trust CDPR?
No. Honestly, I still trust them more than anything EA and Ubisoft have to say.
Oh, Chris.
Trust me. Look, I know that seems like I'm very arrogant, this and that.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, though, I am willing to give them a chance. If they can pull off a No Man's Sky and make the game that they promise with all that free DLC and, show that they are willing to get our trust back.
Even then, it's still a failure because they should have done this from the fucking get-go.
The thing is, though, go ahead.
The only reason that I want CDPR to keep going is because of the game. It's because I want this game to do well, because I love this game. This is one of my all-time favorite games. I have cried while playing this game. It has hit me in places that I didn't expect the game to hit me. And I'm fucking addicted to it, and I want this game to become something better than it is, because I feel the game deserves it.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. If this game was just good or just something I didn't care about, then fuck yeah, I would want CDPR to just go fuck themselves because of the way they've been acting. I don't believe that they truly mean that they'll change and, you know, stop their shitty practices. I don't believe that for 1 second. But I want this game to do better. That's all I care about. I don't care about the company. I care about the game.
Yeah,
Personally, I don't care about both.
Well,
I know you don't.
So this
is going to be my controversial take, because, you know, I cannot go without being controversial. But I don't care about both. I don't care about both.
That's fine if you don't care about both, but
Cyberpunk 2077 is already a huge fucking failure in my eyes, as a business standpoint and a technical standpoint, and in my opinion, I wouldn't even fucking bat an eye if CDPR just got completely annihilated by the lawsuits and the government investigation.
Honestly,
I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Well, here's the
thing. They fucking got what they deserve.
Well, no. It's only the leaders of that CD Projekt Red who get in massive amount of trouble. The employees, I think they should stick together. Like, just get rid of the leader. That's all they have to do. Get someone else who will actually listen.
Dude. If that was so easy as you say, do you think Bobby Kotick will still have a job? Fuck off, dude. They're not gonna fucking leave. For fuck's sakes, the development team that made Skullgirls all left because their leader didn't want to quit.
Wait, hold on, Okay, I don't know much about Skullgirls, so wait, hold on. The team behind that left?
Yeah, they left. The entirety of Lab Zero left Lab Zero because they didn't want to keep working with Mike C. And Mike C just was like, okay, I'm not quitting, so fuck you. And everybody just left.
So wait, there's like...
again...
Wow, okay.
So again, if it was that easy, do you think Bobby Kotick will still have a job?
It isn't that easy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, you can always be hopeful, I guess.
There's being hopeful and there's being fucking naive.
Hey, come on.
There's being hopeful and then there's being fucking stupid. And you're being fucking stupid. Okay?
Oh, I'm just saying, I just want the leaders to leave. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, sure, it's probably not going to happen. But I'd rather just, if it was an option, if it absolutely was an option, I'd rather just have the leader just leave and just have them be known as CD Projekt Red under new leadership. But, okay, fine. But apparently that's not going to happen. Oh, yeah. Laugh it up, D-bag.
You're such a douche.
He reminds me of when I started, because I was equally as hopeful. I thought that things will change, but they won't. It's.
Yeah, jeez. Oh boy, where to go?
I don't want to give you so much shit for it, but calm the fuck on.
I just like to be optimistic about things. If there was an option, I would love that option to be taken. But all right, fine, it's not gonna happen.
I'm just gonna say this: if CDPR ends up dying, I'm gonna spearhead a fucking mod revolution to mod Cyberpunk 27 so that fans can actually fix it and make it what we want it to be.
But honestly, I don't see them going down under because again, that game made bank.
Yeah, but again, have you seen the lawsuits that they got?
Yeah, they got lawsuits, but I don't know if that's enough to take them down.
But yeah,
I mean, fuck. I mean, how many game companies have faced lawsuits, but they never went down because of it? There are some.
Fair.
I mean, there were some that were taken down to lawsuits, but I say majority probably survived.
Yeah, the thing is that EA could probably afford it because they have like so many games coming out this year. But CD Projekt Red has Witcher 3.
And I mean, do I have to remind you about Silicon Knights?
Silicon Knights?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, who is Silicon Knights?
Oh my god. See, this is why I've been in this job for so long, folks. This is why I've been on this job for so long.
Hey, I'm mostly just an expert when it comes to the horror department.
You're supposed to know Silicon Knights then! What the hell?
What? Silver Knights? What?
Silicon Knights! You know the developers of the Eternal Darkness?
Oh, actually, you're gonna kick me for this. I actually never really looked into that game.
I'm done with this shit. You know what? Let's fucking call it a day. Good night, everybody. This is the Bagglecast. Enjoy the fucking company of someone else. I'm just gonna bye.
All right, let's just wrap it up. All right, look. If you enjoy the game, that is fine. If you don't like the game, that's also fine. But just don't go around attacking people who enjoy it, and people who do enjoy it, don't go around attacking people who don't like it.
Just do what I am doing and just agree.
Yes, Alex is the perfect gamer model right now.
Yeah, I fucking love the game. I'm just gonna say that it's one of my favorite games.
And I'm crossing my fingers. I'm going to be hopeful that CD Projekt Red can turn this around. If they go under, then that's a shame. That really is, because I feel bad for the developers. But I imagine they can pull through.
I hope so.
But the leader guy, that's he needs to do something.
There are some egos that need a little bit of kick in the ass.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope to catch you guys next time. What do you guys think of it?
See ya.
Bye-bye.